Welcome back children in geography class. This is the last video from the chapter waste management, and this chapter we have already completed in our previous class. Before I start with the waste management, children, you should know what is waste. So waste are unwanted or unusable materials, any substance which is discarded after primary use or it is worthless, defective and of no use is known as waste. For example, municipal waste that includes household waste, commercial waste and demolition waste. Hazardous waste include the industrial waste in which the toxic chemicals are there, and biomedical waste include clinical waste. Special hazardous waste include the radioactive, explosive or the e-waste, also known as electronic waste. What is the need for waste management? So children, we all know that India is the second populated country in the world, and this increase in population has led to the increase in number of industries, increase in number of vehicles on road and the development of transportation sector, and because of this has made a pollution of environment a serious problem in many metropolitan cities and even in the rural areas. So that is why management of waste is very important. Increase in urbanization has also led to overcrowding of cities and the lack of space for disposal of garbage. That has also led to the increase in air pollution, water pollution, soil pollution and other pollutions like nuclear pollutions also affecting the life on earth. And because of this, the number of airborne and waterborne diseases are also increasing, like the typhoid, cholera, then hepatitis, food poisoning, malaria, dengue. This all has also affected the life of the humans as well as plants and marine life also, and created a big environmental issue. So as waste is harmful and it creates a lot of environmental threats, pollution, responsible for various type of diseases, it spoils landscape, gives foul smell. So it is very important for the safe disposal of waste. So what are the methods that are adopted in India for this purpose? So children, in this chapter, we will study only the three methods, that is segregation, open and sanitary landfills and composting, as they are the part of your syllabus. So what is segregation, children? Segregation of waste means dividing the waste into different categories like dry and wet waste, also known as biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste. Dry waste consists of waste that does not decay and is known as non-biodegradable. It includes the wood related products like the timber, sawdust, office furniture, household junk is also included, aluminum foils are there, Tetra Pak, plastic products, broken crockery, steel utensils and glass etc. are in the category of the dry waste or non-biodegradable waste, whereas wet waste comprises of the waste that is organic in nature and is biodegradable, that can be decomposed or broken down by living organisms. It includes the kitchen waste like the vegetable and the fruit peels, stale food, rotten fruits and vegetables etc. are in the category of the biodegradable waste. Now when we talk about children, the non-biodegradable waste that can be further segregated into recyclable, toxic waste and soiled waste. What is our recyclable waste? Like the plastic, glass, metals, paper, that we can use again and again by recycling them. Then we have the next category of non-biodegradable is toxic waste, like the old medicines, paints are there, pesticides, fertilizers, batteries, these all are toxic waste. Then we have soiled waste that is generated from the hospitals waste, as for example the discarded blood components, the cotton swabs, dressings, etc. are in the category of the soiled waste. So, this is all non-biodegradable waste, and that can be means segregated into different bins, been installed in different areas, so that the waste can be segregated and can be disposed of accordingly. Like the recyclable waste went to the different industries so that it can be recycled into a new component. Next method is open dumping. In this method, children, from the word you can get the meaning that waste materials are dumped in open lowlands far away from the city. This method is not environmental friendly because this gives a foul smell, this spoils the landscape, as well as it is a breeding ground for mosquitoes, flies, insects, and they are harmful because they are responsible for various type of airborne and waterborne diseases. Another danger of open dumping is that rainwater could carry the harmful substances to the nearby streams, ponds or lakes and pollute them, as well as if this water seeps down, it could pollute the groundwater also. Next is sanitary landfills. In this method, the waste is packed and dumped daily at the site and is covered with earth to prevent insects, rodents from entering into the landfill. The waste then is subjected to bacterial decomposition. Physical, chemical and biological reactions takes place, generating different gases like carbon dioxide, ammonia, hydrogen sulfide and methane. These gases can be recovered and used for generating power. So, children, in this way, the sanitary landfills are more preferable than the open dumping because it has so many advantages, as it is free from air pollution from burning. The health hazards are also minimized because the flies, rats and other pests cannot breed in the landfills because they are covered waste, and it is also free from the fire hazards also. So, that is why the sanitary landfills are preferable over the open dumping. The next step is reduce waste. The best way to manage waste is not to produce it. So, how can we do that? Avoid buying over the packed goods. Buy the durable items instead of disposable. Reducing the use of harmful articles which are non-biodegradable, like the polythene bags that can be replaced by paper bags or cloth bags. We should be promoting the awareness among the human towards the judicious use of products to reduce proportional generation of waste. We should also use the products that are eco-friendly and biodegradable, like the alternative sources of energy like solar energy, wind energy, hydropower, etc. Household waste like the vegetable peels, garden waste, etc. can be reduced by making compost. We should also use the table napkins instead of using the paper napkins. We should use cloth napkins. So, there are so many ways that we can reduce the waste. The next step is reuse. There are many things that can be reused with a little change in appearance, like converting the old pieces of cloth into dolls, cushion covers, doormats or the cloth bags, making new notebooks from unused pages of old notebooks, reusing old tires, tin, glass bottles, etc. for different purposes, for decorative purposes, for growing the plants also. Some solid waste from the industry can also be utilized, like the fly ash from the power plants is used as a cement substitute. It can also be used for making bricks or making the roads and filling the low-lying areas, etc. And the best example of using the waste products and converting them into a beautiful garden, like in the Chandigarh, the rock garden has been created by Nekchand, is the best example, and all the waste products like the tin cans, bottle, broken pieces of crockery, etc. are used here, and this is the best example that how we can reuse the waste. The next step is recycling. Nowadays, the emphasis is to utilize the waste and make the best of it by recycling it. Recycling is process the waste is converted into a usable raw material. This both ways reduces the waste generation by reusing or recycling it. This waste material can be recycled, that may come from the domestic offices or the plastic, paper scrap material, metals and the textile industries. Recycling is possible only if the waste is of segregated at its source and then soiled, cleaned and reprocessed into our new useful products. Recycling is beneficial only if the cost of reprocessing is covered by the demand of the product. For example, the bagasse, that is a residue of sugarcane after extraction of juice, is used for manufacturing paper. So, in this way there are examples that the waste can be recycled, like paper industry recycles pieces of wood from furniture industry, used and discarded cloth and used paper. So, there are so many things that we can recycle and reuse the means waste material, and recycling is the best way for managing the waste. So, this 3R formula, that is reuse, reduce and recycle, is the best way of waste management. It not only eliminates the surrounding waste but also reduces the intensity of the greenhouse gases. The number of fossil fuels will also get reduced in this manner, leading to a cleaner and greener environment. With this, children, let me conclude. Thank you, children. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.